Good morning guys, it is Tuesday today and I didn't actually end up talking to you yesterday. I started back at uni semester 2, which is like a very short-lived break. I had a week off and that's like between semesters, not like a mid-semester break that's normally a week. Instead of 4 to 5 weeks, I only got a week, which I wasn't prepared for, and I don't know how I didn't know that, but my 6-week intensive subjects start this week. I've got like 3 weeks of doing these classes plus my LANTET prep. I think I'll update you on the whole uni situation a little bit later, like when I'm at home and I can tell you guys everything properly and give you a bit of an update on the whole uni deal. But I've just finished up at the gym. I did an upper body session, my first weight session in like 2 weeks because I am injured, so I can't do like lower body stuff and I'm a little bit limited to what I can do in the gym. And I also got the flu over my week off, so I think the last vlog you saw I ended it getting sick, and then my whole week off uni I was quite unwell, yeah, pretty sick. I did get my flu jab, so I think that helped a little bit because yeah, I've heard the flu's been pretty nasty to some people this year. It felt really nice to be in the gym again and training. Like, it felt decent enough. I can definitely tell I'm a little bit weaker after having a bit of time off, being unwell and stuff. Yeah, I'm very glad to be back in the gym. Trying to get back into routine as well this week because yeah, when you're unwell, and I feel like the last 2 weeks have just been a little bit all over the place. Yeah, now we're trying to like get back into it. And also on the weekend we were at a handball competition for PAV, but I was doing all the social media stuff, so it was a good weekend, but it was a busy weekend. Like 14-hour days, so I feel like I'm still a little bit tired from that, even though I slept all night. I am gonna go home, make some breakfast. Oh, I forgot to start my watch, my bad, and get ready for the day. I have my first like proper uni tutorial Zoom class, which I'm honestly a little bit nervous for because the class is like leaders and entrepreneurs. I just don't have a business mind, and I'm a little bit nervous about me getting my head around the content for this subject. It's a lot of group work, which isn't my favorite. And you know how sometimes just with anxiety you just don't feel like putting yourself out there? That's kind of where I'm at in life right now. Like, I don't really want to use up my energy to like get out there. So that will be interesting today. I'm a little bit nervous for it, but I'm sure it will be fine. And other than that, I've got LANTET prep to do. I'll give you guys a bit of a uni update as well, so you guys know what's happening, because I know a lot of you are doing teaching or education as well, and you might find that interesting. I'm gonna go home. It's a very rainy, miserable day here, but hopefully we can have a productive, nice day today, and yeah, continue with these healthy habits and getting back into routine. It is now about mid-morning. I've just been doing uni classes and uni work all morning. Very, very boring. There's not a lot to show you. I thought that I would take this time to sit down and talk to you guys about this new semester at uni, what's happening, touch base. Yeah, because after the past couple of weeks, I feel like it's just, there's been a lot happening. I feel like there's so much more to update you guys on. I know as well a lot of you are also doing education, so if you are, hopefully you find this a little bit interesting, or yeah, are in a similar position maybe. If you're not at uni and don't care about this kind of stuff, feel free to skip through. But basically I have started my second semester of my Masters of Education this week, which was a bit of a surprise. I only found out a couple of weeks ago that I wasn't going to get like a 4 or 5 week middle of the year break between my semesters. So I did full-time semester 1. In my bachelor, I always had like a month off in the middle, and it was always really nice to just kind of like regain a little bit of energy because yeah, the first semester of my Masters, as you would have known if you watched my vlogs, I've been very honest and open about how I've struggled starting a Masters and doing a Masters program. I got through it. Wow, it was a mission to get through it, and I just felt like it was a massive leap between my bachelor degree and a Masters degree But because it was in a different discipline, it was like a whole new world. And I've spoken to a few other people who are doing a master's program or have done a master's and have said similar things, like the stuff that you are just expected to know in a master's. Like, it's obviously not like a bachelor where they'll teach you everything from the bottom. You've kind of got to meet everyone here. And when you've not come from an education discipline, I feel like there was quite a big jump for me to like get my head around. And yeah, mentally it was very rough my first semester. So I honestly just scraped through, and I feel like I was just hanging out because I knew that there was a month break coming, and I was so excited to just like reset my brain and calm myself down, get myself feeling good again, to have the energy to get through a second semester, a second full-time semester. But yeah, we only have a week. I don't really know how that happened. Don't know how I wasn't aware of that, but I literally just got an email in like my final weeks, like doing all my assessment for semester 1, and it was like, classes start on the 4th of July, and I was like, where's my holiday gone? Basically, I am starting 2 of my 6-week intensive subjects. So I've done 4, I think, intensive subjects so far. So basically it's like a 6-week learning period. It's like jam-packed for 6 weeks, and then you do your assessment for it. And yeah, so I'm doing 2 subjects. One of them is like entrepreneurs and leadership and stuff. Not really vibing that, to be honest, but yes, that's one of my 6-week subjects. And the other one is about inclusive education, which is fairly interesting and obviously very important for teachers to know. I have started those. I have my first proper tutorial for one of them today, like via Zoom. Because I am external. That's something that I just personally decided to continue to do for myself. And yeah, uni has been a big part of my poor mental health and a lot of my anxiety and depression struggles. So just the whole concept of uni really doesn't bring out the best in me. And even this week, I have felt the anxiety kick in again, just going into a whole lot of unknowns and feeling very out of my depth. Yeah, that's something that I'm going to continue working on with my psychologist. We're kind of going to see how things go, because obviously I always have the option to drop subjects and go to part-time. I everyone's got their own take on this, but I think for me, I just hate uni so much that I just want to get it over and done with while I can, so that I can move on and progress with my career. There's pros and cons to both. It just doesn't feel right to me to drop down and have to prolong my degree. Obviously my mental health does come first, so if it does get to that point, then I'm gonna have to make that call. But I'm gonna try and handle everything as best as I can, because I want this degree to just be over. I don't thrive at university, and the reason I am doing it is to get more qualifications to be able to go into the avenues that I want to get into, which is merging psychology and education and doing some really cool mental health stuff. So that's my goal, and I'm trying to keep that in mind while I'm doing all of this. But also I have been told by a lot of people that teaching isn't like uni. Like, don't take teaching for what it is at university, because it's rough and whatever. And apparently it's very, very different once you get into the classroom and you enjoy it a lot more, hopefully. So I have placement this semester, and I'm hoping that that happens for me. Yes, I am able to kind of look past how rough uni is. I don't know where I'm doing my placement yet, but that is later in the semester. And yeah, so it's a couple of weeks out of school, and yeah, I'm excited, nervous, anxious about it, but yeah, that'll be a really interesting experience. So yeah, while I'm doing my 6-week subjects, so that goes until like the 3rd week or something of August, I start my other 3 full semester subjects at the end of July. So I have basically 3 weeks where I've just got these 2 intensive subjects, and then in 3 weeks I pick up 3 more, so I'm doing 5, and they overlap for about a month. So there's going to be a month where I'm doing 5 subjects, which scares the living daylights out of me. Like, that is a lot. who created this? Like, you know, who looked at this timetable and thought, yeah, that's good. So yeah, that's the part that I'm probably the most nervous about. Also on top of that, I am also doing my Lancet numeracy test. I've just booked that in today, and basically that's like a NAPLAN kind of test, I guess, for teachers. So initial teachers have to do a literacy test and a numeracy test to basically say you're meeting the standard to become a teacher. So I've also got to be studying for that. So technically that's like my 6th subject, my 6th study area. Wow, like that's just a bit crazy, isn't it? But trying to remember too that like after August, like August is going to be a crazy month, and then after all of that's done, I will just have the 3 subjects to focus on, which is placement, and then I think it's maths and science for primary. So whoa. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with uni. It's going to be a pretty wild Sem 2. But then I know that at the end of this, I get a break for Christmas. And I've said to so many people, come to Christmas time, like, you know, end of November, December, I'm taking a holiday. I'm taking time off. I am going to go into my shell and rejuvenate, because I'm just gonna need it. I know that, like, whoa. It is what it is. We're just taking it day by day, and that's something my psychologist and I have really tried to focus on, like not looking at the whole semester, which is really hard to do because I'm a planner, and just focus on day by day and preparing myself so that I can make things a little bit easier for myself. So in saying that, my goal is to kind of use the next 3 weeks where I've only got these 2 6-week intensive subjects to do as much online content as possible to make it easier for myself in that month overlap. So basically I want to try and get majority of my content done, readings, content, lectures, because most of it's pre-recorded and available for me, trying to get that all done so that when I pick up the other subjects, there's that overlap and it's a crazy time for a month. I literally just need to do the class each week, which is like an hour tutorial maybe, or a 2-hour tutorial, and work on the assignment. And I feel like that's going to be a lot more manageable and easier for my brain to get around, and try and get as much done of the assessments before I go away. I'm going on a little trip with my partner's family in August, and I'm also sitting my Lancet test somewhere around that period too. So I hope that all made sense, because that's pretty much it. That's my whole like headspace right now, just where things are going. So in terms of the content, I did 2 weeks of the content yesterday, which was pretty heavy, and I've just finished the week 3 content that I can do now. This is like, they've pre-recorded lectures for us, there's readings and stuff, so that I can get most of that out of the way in the next 3 weeks. Also get those assignments progressing, and then hopefully I can just manage those couple of rough weeks and might just have to drop back and work for a little bit over that time as well, just while there's that crazy overlap. Yeah, prioritize my peace, because that's something that is so important to me right now, is my mental space, because it is better, but yeah, my psychologist and I have so much still to work on, and I have a long way to go. Like, I have a lot of things I still need to work on. I still have some really rough times, like I did yesterday, some really sad and emotional times. Yeah, still trying to work through all of that. My final message in all of that is, please be kind to people. Be kind to people online, be kind to people face to face, just all the time. Be kind to people, give people a little bit of slack, because I know so many people who have had such a rough go this year or the past couple of months. Honestly, the world needs a little bit more kindness. Just before you post something or before you send someone a message, just think about it, and yeah, consider your words carefully, because I think we all need a bit more love and kindness between us all in this world and during this time. So yeah, that's my update. I'm gonna stop talking and get back into uni work and smash out another couple of hours of content before my class this afternoon, and then tonight I'm going to Pap's house and I'll stay there tonight and have dinner with his family. So that's the plan. Good morning everyone, happy Wednesday. I am at the gym this morning, about to do my spin class, my first spin class in about 3 weeks. So it's gonna hurt. I'm gonna feel good after it. When you take a couple of weeks off these classes, it really burns. And someone is gonna literally park right next to me. This happens every time. It is the prime time at the gym. What do I expect? I don't want it to be awkward. I can't. Okay, we're back on. Sorry about that. Anxiety tings. It is still so rainy, and that just like is really suppressing my motivation to do a lot of things right now. It's supposed to be like a bit warmer today, supposedly. I don't know what's happening anymore. But anyway, today is another fairly decent uni work day. I've got just a lot of sitting at my desk today, which is just not interesting to show you because I'm just doing my stuff. But yeah, I'm just really not keen to go in there and do a spin class. They are brutal. If you've ever done a spin class, they are rough and they are intense. Cardio is not my favorite. It's very hard, and especially coming back after being sick, like I don't know how my energy is gonna go, but I'm gonna give it a red hot go. But they're just like mentally so tough to get through, and I feel like once you get past like the halfway mark, like once you get to like the 5th song, you're on the downhill, so you feel a little bit better. But before then, it's a mental struggle to just like keep going and to be there, but you feel so good after. Like the endorphins after a spin class are just the best. I'm not a real runner, so I don't really know what the endorphins are like after running, but I assume it's fairly similar. Yeah, you're on a bit of a high. And then I'm gonna go home, wash my hair, clean myself up, and have a productive uni day. Let's hope I get through it in one piece. Guys, look at that. That is sun after 4 days of straight rain. Maybe even more than that. It's great. I have had really productive uni day today. Got through so much work, and I've pretty much finished all of the content that's available for me to study for the 6 weeks, so that is just great news, and I feel so good about that. And yeah, today was just a really good day. I also edited this vlog, all the clips up until now, and yeah, now I am gonna wind down. I need to straighten my hair. This is my natural hair, but I thought I'd show you guys because I have started kind of like decluttering my room a little bit. I basically just wanted my room to be a little bit calmer and less chaotic. I just felt like it got to a point where I just had so much stuff in here, and I still do. I'm just like slowly moving through it all. I haven't really had a day to just like get it done, but I thought I'd show you guys what I've done so far. As I said, it's not like finish, but I've done a few things in here. I'll turn the light on so the lighting's better. First thing is my bed head. You guys would probably know I used to have the old rattan bed head here that was like much smaller. But yeah, I have moved this one in here. This is the original one I bought for my bed like maybe when I was like 18, 19. So I've got this back out. It actually matches the bed base a lot better, and it just looks really good. And the main reason was the other bed, I couldn't like sit up in bed. It was so uncomfortable. So this, I can put my head on this and sit up in bed, which is great. So that's in here now. So it looks a little bit different. I want to still declutter all of this, like this stuff, make that look a lot neater. But this is where I was feeling like it was the most stressful. I used to have all of those little like basket round things on the wall here, so I've taken all of those down because that was a bit stressful, and I'm starting to just like declutter the stuff in here. So I actually moved this over, so there's a bit of a space here now, and I'm trying to take out some of the plants in here. I know, shocking, but I feel like it looks much better than when it looked like a bit of a jungle and it was just kind of stressing me out. I do have to move some of these, like I haven't really touched this section, and I also put these little baskets in here so I can store some stuff. If you saw it before, it just looks a little bit less chaotic and my mind feels much happier. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I might actually leave that here because I thought that kind of looks cool, but maybe move the plant, and that's got to go as well. And I still need to declutter some of the stuff in my cupboard. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday today. I have actually just gotten home. I've been out all morning. I had work, and then I went to Pilates, and now I'm home getting myself properly into my uni work that I have to do today. I have a class which I need to do, and then basically start doing some readings, weekly readings, but they also like correlate with readings that I will have to put into my assignment. So I'm going to make notes on those and transfer them over to my little like assignment document. I thought I'd also talk to you about this because this has been such a focus for me the past couple of days, like this week in particular, getting back into routine. I am a big habit person, and you guys know I love my routine, and I have those things that just make me feel better, make me feel good, help me to show up as my best every day. I got my hands on the habit tracker. You guys have probably heard of this. Beck, she is amazing. Organization and like hustle queen. But yeah, this is her habit tracker and it's really, really cool. I'll show you a blank one because I don't want to share my personal habits that I am working off, but this is basically what it looks like. So you put your goals and habits on this side and then it's got the days of the month and you just go ahead and tick them off as you do them each day. And yeah, this is kind of what you get. I highlight my ticks so it kind of shows it like a graph, I guess. But yeah, I've been really good at sticking to all of them this week, which is so good. It just makes me feel like I'm on track with life and it's really nice. But yeah, basically I've got a uni day today. We also have someone coming to do some work on our house, so that might be a little bit disruptive this afternoon. Hopefully I can get all of my work done. And then a pretty chill night tonight. Pab's coming over after work, and yeah, that's basically my outlook for Thursday.
All the flowers in my garden never looked as bright as this. Like a happy child I watched them grow out of only seeds. Butterfly.
Good morning guys, it is Friday today and I've just come home from yoga. Friday morning yoga is just like my favorite way to end the week. It's so nice to stretch everything out, and I'm just about to head out the door again because I have a dentist appointment. I'm going to visit my grandma on the way quickly, and then I have uni all afternoon. Like I have a group meeting at 12 and then uni for the rest of the day before we go and catch up with some friends for dinner. But I'm going to end off this vlog here, so I hope you did enjoy what I've put together from a bunch of random days, kind of just getting back into routine, getting back on track. I feel like I have really prioritized my healthy habits this week, which makes me really happy, and I thought maybe I'd do a video about those healthy habits a little bit later on and like talk you through the things that make me feel really good, even though it's different for everyone, but just thought some of you might find that interesting. But yeah, stay safe, look after yourselves, keep healthy, and I will see you in my next video super soon. Bye guys.